Okay, so we've hatched our objects here using our boundaries and our solid fill and our hatch patterns. What we're going to look at now is gradient fill. Now gradient fill will adopt its own colour. You'll notice here we're using the by layer option on the hatch layer. Now I'm going to change layer now. We've got a fill layer there and it is the same colour. It's black on a white background. I'm going to zoom in on this little object here. It's actually an AutoCAD block, but I can still hatch and gradient fill it. So there's the draw panel. On the home tab on the ribbon, click on hatch and we'll go to gradient. Now with gradient you can adopt a one colour gradient fill like so, or a two colour gradient fill. So if I apply, let's say, a red there from the index colour tab and OK it, you get a combination of the two colours with different gradient fills. Now what this allows you to do is it allows you to add a shade rather than an actual full solid fill. So if I went for, let's say, that one there, like so, that particular pattern, and I did an add pick points, notice my island detection is on, yeah, and it's actually set to normal at the moment. You'll only see that if you use your more options, like we looked at in the hatch command earlier. So I'm going to do an add pick points. I'm going to pick there, just inside that edge there. Now you'll see the boundaries pick up. If I right click now and preview that, not only do I get a gradient fill in this boundary, but it hops into the next boundary. Now you might not want that to happen, so I'm going to press escape there to go to the dialog, and what you need to do is tell AutoCAD to only gradient fill to the outer boundary. So if I preview that now, you'll see that it's only done it to that outer boundary. So I'll right click now to accept that hatch. Now it's still a hatch even though it's called a gradient fill. It's still classed as a hatch object. Now look, there's my fill layer. It hasn't come in as a solid fill. It's adopted the gradient fill colours. Those gradient fill colours will also plot on your drawing when you plot it out by way of a printer, a PDF or a DWF. So if I go back again now and go back to gradient tab here and change now to the one colour, I can do a shade or a tint. Look, can you see that? Shade, it adds black. Tint, it adds white. So I'm going to go to shade there. I'm going to change my colour here, my one colour. I'm going to go for, let's say, let's click in here and just drag and pick a colour. I'm going to go for that nice blue there. Can you see that? And then I drag this bar here, can make it darker and lighter. So I'm going to make it lighter, like so, and OK that. And look, I've got that nice bluey black thing going on there. So what I'll do now is I'll click here, make sure that my island detection is set to outer only. I'm then going to add pick points, like so, pick inside there, there's my one little circle, right click, preview, and it shades only that outer boundary. So I'll right click to accept that. And that is again a hatch pattern. I can highlight these, double click on them, and it will take me into the hatch edit. It's still a hatch, albeit that it's using a gradient fill to fill that hatch pattern. So that's how you create your gradient fills on your drawing. It's the gradient tab in the hatch dialog box here. So there's hatch, gradient, and you've got one colour or two colour, and all the other hatch tools are still available to you on the dialog box.